Hey, warrior friends, welcome to today's warrior conversation. I am so excited to introduce you to my warrior friend, Maria, and we're going to unpack what it means and how to enjoy the journey becoming you. Cannot wait for you to meet her. So, hey, Maria, I see you hopped in. Hey, James. Hey, John. Hey, Lindsay, Bridget. As you're joining today's warrior conversation, just drop a hello in the chat. I know Maria and I would love to see you say hey. And while you're at it, let us know where you're joining today's warrior conversation from while we add Maria to the conversation. Bridget. Hey, Maria. How's it going? Are you having a good Monday?
Yes, very good. Very hot and good here in Texas.
Girl, it is hot and good in Florida as well. I agree. And also, I feel like I saw on your Instagram story, was your family setting up your office? And are you in your office right now?
Yes, it has been a whole weekend project that we did together. Look, I have put some stuff together. There's some pictures I have to print, but I'm very excited for my new office decoration.
It looks so good. Well done to you and your family. I saw James hop in to watch too. So very cool. I'm just so excited to have you here. And y'all, recently I had the privilege of filming Maria's Becoming story, which will be airing at BecomingMe.tv later this fall. Cannot wait for you to see it. And literally the second that we hopped on Zoom, I just felt a warrior friendship connection with you. And I've been looking forward to this conversation today. So thanks for joining me.
Yes, me too. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And Maria, why don't you just take a minute and introduce yourself? If someone was a new warrior friend to you, like who is Maria?
Well, I am originally from Brazil, and I am a wife. I am a mom of two amazing kids, Zoe, which is 7, and Noah, who is 4. So we have a full energetic house. I am also best-selling author of The Joy of Becoming. It's not how you get there, it's how you grow there. A life coach and a speaker, and I have a passion to help women to know their gifts, to identify and clarify their vision of the life that they want to have and the life that God intends for them to have.
I love it. I feel like I'm your biggest hype girl. And you have a hype guy in the chat, James, with your comment. So good. I love your family so much. I'm glad that we were able to connect through Nate, a mutual friend on Instagram. And James, I agree. Maria is beautiful inside and out. So, and I can't wait to talk about your book. I mean, just the title alone, obviously we share the same love and passion for that word, becoming, right? And so the title of your book intrigues me and gets me really excited. Like, what does it mean to have joy in the becoming, in the journey? What does that mean?
Well, that for me, right, and throughout my journey of becoming, I'm 37 years old now and have gone through so much. What I learned, and for the longest time of my life, I was always focusing on what is to come, right? I was like in the future when I have my daughter Zoe, my first baby, I couldn't really enjoy the stay home phase because I was thinking of what was to come, right? I need to go back to work, I need to do this and that. So I have learned throughout these years that I need to know and understand the season that I'm in, be present, and enjoy the moment. Even when I'm facing trials or I'm facing challenges, there's always something good to find in our daily routine, right? And every day, every moment of our lives. And we are not guaranteed of tomorrow, so we gotta enjoy the day of today. We don't, right? We don't know what's gonna happen with our loved ones, so enjoying them and create memories every day. So that's basically it is, right? Create a vision for the life that I want to have. Also, it's part of the joy of becoming, because before I didn't know what kind of life I wanted to have, so I was just living by default. But when I was able to create that vision, right, everything is aligned. And by design, I can create routines and say yes to the things that are really aligned to the life and the people that I want to have in my life.
Wow. I mean, I love the intentionality and how you're really choosing to be present, knowing what season you're in, and dreaming big for where you do want to go. And I think, Maria, that's what resonates with me about that word becoming. I am, as I would call, a recovering perfectionist. And so I have like always wanted everything to be perfect, right? And I can easily start to look so far out at the future or the end result or the end of the project and miss being present right here. And it really is a gift, like you're saying. So I would love for you to just unpack, like, for those of us, for me listening, because I need this coaching from you, and since I just declared I'm the recovering perfectionist in the room, for those of us warriors who are tuning into this conversation, and we're nodding our heads and we're like, yeah, I agree with what Maria is coaching us on right now. And I want to be present. I want to see a vision for my life, but I don't know a step to take. What are like a couple steps that someone could take today, leaving this call, and really start implementing, finding and experiencing joy in this journey of becoming?
Yes, absolutely. And I myself, a perfectionist recovery too. I learned, and and it was right after I had Zoe as well, that I learned that perfectionist doesn't, be perfect doesn't exist, right? So I replaced with excellence, which became one of my core values, right? So I give my all in everything that I do, and the best will come out of it. And for your question, right, 3 things, 2 to 3 things for everybody to start now. What I have learned is growing your relationship with God and learning to listen to the guidance and the voice of the Holy Spirit, who will guide you to the best path possible, right? He is the ultimate coach of our lives, is the voice of the Holy Spirit. And then create that clear vision of the life that you want to have. What does it look like? Be specific. What does your day-to-day look like? What does your family look like? What does your house look like? Where do you live? Like, all those details are important, right? We have a God that cares for the details, right? For the little desires of our heart. So it is important to know those things. And then create an attitude of gratitude, because that's what have changed my whole life. It will change your perspective of everything, right? If no matter what, you're focusing on the good that you have in life, right? And what the Bible also tells us is give thanks, right? In all circumstances, not for everything, but in all circumstances, find something to be thankful for. Even if what you're thankful for is I can't wait for this circumstance to be over, and then I'm done with this, right? So it is important to have that attitude of gratitude.
Ooh, I love those 3 steps that you gave us, and they're so practical. Like, we really can, warrior friends, start this now. It's growing in your relationship with God, as you shared, getting detailed about the future that you want to build, who you want to become, and then being grateful, being thankful. It really does change everything. So we've talked about, I mean, you're a published author, you're a coach. I obviously am in love with your book title. So tell us, like, about your book, about your coaching, about how people can connect with you. Just tell us all of the Coach Maria things.
Yes. So my book, The Joy of Becoming is Not How You Get There, It's How You Grow There, is basically a coaching program I put together. So it's a very practical way that you can basically coach yourself. If you read, if you answer the reflection questions and go through it, it's divided in three parts. So the first part is about creating that vision, right? That life that you want, and then going into details. And then the second part is like, take inventory of the life that you have now, right? Who do you need to become to live that life that you want, that you desire to have? And then start, looking what you have and understanding the season that you are now and what matters the most right now. What do you need to focus on to move towards that life? And then the last part of the book, it's about starting creating your routine, your rhythm, new habits that will actually help you to become that person ready to receive all the blessings, right? The life that God intends for you to live. And when it comes to coaching, that's what I'm passionate about, right? To help women go through that process, because once I have been behind that, that's how I created this book. I have done all the steps of the book and transformed my life. And I have a passion to help other women as well. I'm all about becoming more productive and creating time freedom for you to spend time with your loved ones, right? As a mom, I want to be present for my kids all the time. So I have a passion for moms, for mompreneurs, moms that work, they're busy, overwhelmed, that wear so many hats every day and don't quite know how to balance it all together. That's what I'm passionate about. You can connect with me here on Instagram. Follow me if you have not yet. And also on my website, themariacollins.com.
I love it. And is your book available on your website and Amazon too?
Yes, you can click on my website and it will take you into, it's available on Amazon.
Awesome. Well, y'all, 2 steps as soon as this live ends. 1, follow Maria on Instagram if you aren't already. And 2nd, go buy her book like I'm about to do on Amazon, because I can't wait to go through each of those sections that you outlined. It just truly sounds transformational, and like a must read and application resource on the becoming journey. So thank you for writing it and journeying through it to write it for us. Like, that's a really big deal. I thank you for that.
Of course, no, it's all God, because I never thought I would be an author. When he called me to write this book, I was like Moses, but wait, I'm not a writer. English is not even my first language. How do you want me to write this book? So it's all God's thing.
Oh, well, he shines brightly through you, and you just inspire and you encourage me. You know, Maria, as we wrap up today's warrior conversation, is there anything else that you would want to share to just encourage and inspire people to really embrace the joy in this becoming journey?
Yes. So I would say God made you unique for a purpose, and He has given you gifts and things that nobody else has but you. So don't compare yourself. Don't look around. Focus. Fix your eyes on Him and listen to His voice, and just do what He wants you to do.
You are amazing. Drop the mic. Like, every time I have the opportunity to talk with you, I feel very encouraged. You encourage me, and just thank you for investing in the BecomingMe.TV community. Who you are, who you're becoming is just phenomenal, and it's a privilege to call you a warrior friend. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate and love you, love your book, and all that you do every day.
Well, right back at you, warrior friend. And thank you all for joining us for this warrior conversation. And remember, as soon as this call ends, you got to go follow Maria and buy her book. All right, Maria, have a great rest of your night. Thank you, warrior friends. And it's time to go buy some books on Amazon. See y'all later.